Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel World Fashion and Decoration Tour. Today in this video, I present to you some Windows inspired interior decorating ideas. Let's start the video. Windows inspired interior decor is a design style that draws inspiration from the past, typically from the 1920s to the 1970s, and blends those nostalgic elements with modern comfort and practicality. It is not about creating a strict period look, but rather capturing the charm, warmth, and timeless elegance of bygone eras through colors, furniture, textures, and decorative details. Here is a detailed breakdown. Core essence. Windows inspired decor celebrates history, character, and craftsmanship. Every item seems to tell a story, whether it is a distressed wooden cabinet, a floral patterned armchair, or an antique mirror that reflects a touch of nostalgia. Mood and atmosphere. Windows inspired interiors feel inviting, sentimental, and soulful. There are space for imperfections and beauty, and each item contributes to a story of comfort and heritage. Modern twist. Modern Windows styling might include a mid-century armchair with a sleek sofa, rustic wooden shelves paired with minimalist lighting, antique accents within a clean, neutral space, blending old charm with new simplicity. The meaning behind Windows inspired. Windows inspired doesn't mean your home must look like a museum or antiques. It means capturing the feeling of nostalgia, a tender appreciation for craftsmanship, simplicity, and charm and beauty, while blending it gracefully with the conveniences of modern living. It is about romance, memory, and emotion, recreating the softness and warmth of earlier decades without giving up comfort or functionality. The emotional essence. Windows inspired decor speaks to the heart. It creates a sense of familiarity and comfort, reminding us of cozy cottages, grandmother's homes, or quiet afternoons spent reading by the window. Every chip teacup, east frame, or embroidered cushion seems to carry a memory. This style celebrates imperfection. The marks of use and time are seen as proof of love and history. Design philosophy at its core, Windows inspired decorating values authenticity over perfection, sentiment over trend, timelessness over fashion. You are crafting a story, not just decorating a space. Common influences by era. Each era adds a slightly different flavor to Windows inspired design. 1920s to 1930s, Art Deco glamour, mirrors, gold accents, and curved furniture. 1940s to 1950s, cozy domestic charm like floral prints, pastel kittens, gingham fabrics. 1960s to 1970s, retro energy, bold patterns, thick furniture, and warm earthy tones. A Windows inspired space might blend hints of all these eras into one harmonious and nostalgic mix. Materials and details. The materials used often feel tactile and natural, as if touched by human hands rather than factory machines. Aged wood with visible grain, iron, brass, or copper details, handcrafted lace, crochet, and embroidery, glass, porcelain, and enamel finishes, distress paint, patina, or weathered surfaces. How it feels. When you step into a Windows inspired room, it feels peaceful, soft lighting, gentle colors, glowing pictures, dramatic floral details, candlelight, and flowing fabrics, personal objects with a story. heirlooms, or handmade pieces. The Spain often carries the warm scent of oud, flowers, or linen, making it both emotionally and sensorily rich. How it differs from other styles, vintage inspired is softer and more sentimental than industrial vintage. It is less rustic than farmhouse, though they can overlap. It is less ornate than Shabby, but equally romantic. It focuses on authentic emotional charm rather than heavy decoration. Common spaces and ideas. Living room mix of tufted sofa, floral cushions, lace curtains, and antique lamps. Bedroom iron bed frames, crocheted bed springs, soft wallpaper, and windows mirror. Kitchen enamel chairs, open wooden shelves, floral china, and pastel tones. Bathrooms use clawfoot tub, floral tiles, linen towels, and brass fitting. The spirit of the style at its heart, vintage inspired decor is a love letter to time, to everything that ages gracefully, to memories that linger in old objects, to the poetry of the past, gently living in the present. The soul of vintage inspired decor. Vintage inspired decor is about honoring the beauty of time, the way objects age, gather memories, and carry emotion. It values sentiment and craftsmanship over mass product perfection. Every detail from the curve of a chair to the patina of a mirror whispers stories of simpler, gentler days. It is not about copying the past exactly, but about interpreting its essence, creating a home that feels timeless, soulful, and emotionally grounded. The emotional aesthetic. Vintage inspired interiors evoke a nostalgic warmth, a sense of homecoming. They invite you to slow down, breathe, and into the quiet poetry of everyday life. The poetic beauty of imperfection. In a vintage inspired home, imperfection is celebrated, not hidden. A cheap teacup, a faded painting, or a failed linen napkin adds truth and soul. It reflects the Japanese concept of shabby, finding beauty in the aged, imperfect, and transient. Every scratch and crack becomes a part of the room's story, just as wrinkles become part of a beloved face. Layering of areas and textures. Venus inspired design trips on layering of time, texture, and emotion. You might find a Victorian lace curtain beside a 1950s pastel dresser, the old Persian rug under a modern coffee table, old books stacked next to a new vase of fresh flowers. This blend creates depth, a sense that your home has evolved lovingly over generations. Light, color, and atmosphere. The atmosphere of a vintage inspired space is soft, diffused, and romantic. Light is rarely harsh. It glows through linen chops or flickers from candles and lamps. Color palette: cream, blush, shades, dusty blue, faded mustard, antique white, knitted rose, and taupe. Occasional touches of brush, cold, or deep oud tones for richness. The result is a visual whisper, not a shout. Everything feels gentle and harmonious. Symbolism in materials. Each material in vintage decor tells its own symbolic story. Oud for warmth, nature, and grounding. Lace, tenderness, femininity, and delicacy. Metal, brass or iron, strength and history. Glass or crystal for purity, clarity, and light. Fabric, linen, cotton, and velvet for comfort, intimacy, and softness. These materials connect the physical with the emotional, creating a living memory. The philosophy of living in a vintage inspired home is not just about decorating, it is about embracing a slower, more intentional lifestyle. It encourages you to cherish the stories behind objects, reuse and repurpose in a state of discard, create by hand, crochet, paint, sew, or refinish old furniture. Savor simple joys like reading by a lamp, arranging flowers, or baking. Your home becomes a century of meaning and emotional texture, a gentle rebellion against the fast, disposable modern world. The sensory experience, a true vintage inspired home, appeals to all the senses: sight, soft light, delicate patterns, muted tones, touch, natural fabrics, rough wood, cool porcelain, smell, charred lavender, rich wax candles, and polished wood, sound, the faint tick of a clock, the rustle of linen curtains, emotion, calm, warmth, nostalgia, and belonging. It is not only the space to look at, it is a space to feel. The deeper meaning, Winter's Inspired Decor is, at heart, a celebration of memory, artistry, and time. It reminds us that beauty doesn't fade, it deepens. It teaches us that home is not about perfection, it is about presence. And it shows us that even in modern life, we can create corners of serenity that feel eternal. The soulful philosophy of vintage inspired decor. Vintage inspired decor is not just a style, it is a way of seeing the world. It reflects a longing for authenticity in the time to speed and mass production. It says, let us slow down, let us honor the quiet poetry of the past. In a world that constantly changes, vintage inspired interiors bring a sense of timeless grounding, reminding us that beauty can be simple, enduring, and imperfectly human. It is the art of living with emotion, memory, and gentle grace. The emotional language of time. Every vintage inspired space is a dialogue between the present and past. The objects you choose, a weathered mirror, a lace curtain, an old book, speak of lives unsleeved. They carry in this style feels alive with whispers of time, the soft ticking of a clock, the faded gold on an old frame, the scents of wood that remembers decades. In this small, intimate details lies the emotional soul of vintage inspired decor, a home that feels both nostalgic and comforting. The poetry of objects. Vintage inspired design treats each object like a verse in a poem. Nothing is chosen by accident, everything has meaning. A chipped teacup might symbolize gentleness and endurance. A faded floral quilt might evoke a tenderness of love and home. An old book on the shelf becomes a symbol of time's quiet wisdom. Through these poetic choices, your home becomes a living storybook. On her, each piece contributes to a larger emotional narrative. The atmosphere, soft, luminous, and intimate. Light is one of the most powerful tools in vintage inspired design. It is never harsh or artificial. Instead, it is gentle, golden, and layered, like sunlight through lace or candlelight reflecting off glass. This kind of lighting creates a sense of intimacy and stillness, a place where you can breathe, dream, and feel connected to your inner calm. The visual harmony of egging gracefully. In vintage inspired decor, nothing needs to look new. In fact, what is loved and charmed is most beautiful. Faded fabrics, distressed paint, tarnished silver, These are not flaws, they are marks of life. They remind us that true beauty lies in the passage of time, not in perfection. Every edge surface is a soft reminder I have lived, I have endured, I am still beautiful. The feminine and masculine balance. Windows in a Decor carries both feminine delicacy and masculine strength. Feminine lace, curves, softness, and romance. Masculine oud leather, aged metals, and structure. When balanced, they create a space that feels whole, tender yet grounded, romantic yet real. The sensory experience, a home that breathes. Windows in smart homes are full of texture, scents, and quiet sounds. The check-walk-in immersion, the feel of hand-woven linen braid your fingers, the scents of lavender and beeswax, the creak of old wood floors, the distant sound of a record player. Each element adds a living layer of intimacy, creating not just a home, but a soulful atmosphere. The spirit of preservation and care. Windows in a Decor teaches a gentle form of love, the love of preservation. You learn to restore old furniture rather than discard it, sew, mend, or repaint by hand. Collect and cherish meaningful objects. This mindful approach transforms the home into a living heritage, a century of care and emotion. The symbolic meaning of living with us. To live with windows in a Decor is to embrace nostalgia, honoring what was beautiful in the past, mindfulness, appreciating what you already have, creativity, turning imperfection into art, emotion, allowing your home to express your heart. It is the art of surrounding yourself with memories, grace, and warmth, creating a timeless world where beauty is felt as much as it is seen. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel and support me. Thank you.